Last night, I opened an email from a supplement company. They wanted to sponsor me to promote their so-called miracle powder made with leaf extracts. The catch? When I looked closer, the concentration of the actual leaf was less than 19%. The rest was fillers, flavors, and chemicals. They wanted me to put my face next to something that barely contained the very ingredient they were bragging about. And I couldn't stop asking myself, why settle for a watered-down powder when you can take the real leaf itself? That's the trick of this trillion-dollar health market. They don't sell you nature. They sell you packaged exports with glossy labels, engineered for profit, not for healing. And when those products hit your body, they don't deliver the same impact. The power is always strongest in the pure, natural leaf, not the diluted version hiding inside a can. And today, I'm going to expose the 8 miracle leaves that can change your health if you start using them directly. We'll rank them from number 8 to number 1, each one more powerful than the last. And when we reach the top, you'll see the leaf that shocked researchers by working as effectively as prescription drugs, without the side effects. Every source I cite is waiting in the description, because you should always check the science yourself, not just take my word for it. Now let me ask you, have you ever bought one of those expensive leaf extract powders or capsules, only to wonder if it was really doing anything? Share your answer in the comments. I'm reading and replying because your story might be the warning another senior needs. Now let's start with number 8. The overlooked kitchen leaf most people throw away, not realizing it can already lower blood sugar the natural way. Number 8. Curry leaves. At first glance, curry leaves look like nothing more than a seasoning for Indian dishes, but inside those small green leaves is a hidden weapon against diabetes and cholesterol. They're packed with plant alkaloids and antioxidants that improve how the body uses insulin. When insulin works better, sugar doesn't linger in the blood, and that means less damage to eyes, kidneys, and nerves. A clinical trial published in the International Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences tracked diabetic patients who took curry leaf extract for 30 days. The results were striking. Fasting blood sugar dropped by 15 to 25%, and bad cholesterol levels improved at the same time. For seniors who constantly fight stubborn belly fat and sugar spikes, that kind of improvement is life-changing. Evelyn, 67 from Florida, shared how she added a handful of curry leaves into her morning tea after her doctor warned her about creeping blood sugar. She didn't expect much, but within weeks her glucose readings started coming down, and her energy no longer crashed by mid-afternoon. She told friends it felt like her body was finally listening to her again. The science behind this is simple. Curry leaves contain compounds that nudge the pancreas to release more insulin and help cells respond better to it. At the same time, their natural fiber slows down carbohydrate absorption, so sugar trickles into the blood instead of flooding it all at once. That means fewer sugar spikes, steadier energy, and less fat storage around the belly. Curry leaves are easy to use. Toss them into soups, chew them raw if you can handle the bitter edge, or brew them as tea. They may be the gentlest of the 8 miracle leaves, but they're proof that nature's smallest gifts can start reversing diabetes and cholesterol damage. And if curry leaves can move the needle this much, the next leaf on our list is even stronger, one that research shows can cut blood sugar faster and protect your heart at the same time. Number 7. Mango leaves. Most people think of mangoes as sweet, tropical fruits loaded with sugar. What they don't realize is that the tree's leaves, often ignored or swept away, are one of the most powerful natural tools against diabetes and belly fat. Mango leaves are packed with bioactive compounds like mangiferin and quercetin, which help lower blood sugar by improving how the body processes glucose. For seniors, that means fewer spikes after meals and less sugar lingering in the bloodstream to damage organs. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that diabetic patients who consumed mango leaf extract saw a 29% drop in fasting blood sugar within just a few weeks. Researchers also noticed lower triglyceride levels, which is critical for shrinking dangerous belly fat and easing pressure on the heart. This dual action, controlling sugar and reducing cholesterol, makes mango leaves a hidden weapon against two of the biggest killers after 60. Carlos, 71, from Texas, learned this the hard way. His doctor told him his sugar was borderline, and his belly fat was pushing his blood pressure dangerously high. Instead of waiting for medication, he began drinking mango leaf tea in the mornings, a tradition his grandmother used back in Mexico. After 3 months, his fasting glucose improved, and his belly was noticeably slimmer. He joked that his grandmother's old folk remedy outperformed modern diets. The secret lies in how mango leaves work on both digestion and fat metabolism. The compounds they contain slow down the absorption of sugar in the gut, keeping post-meal spikes under control. At the same time, they improve fat burning by reducing lipid buildup in the liver. For seniors, this means steadier energy, less belly fat pushing on vital organs, and a lower risk of long-term complications like heart disease or kidney failure. Mango leaves can be dried, crushed, and steeped as a tea or taken as powdered supplements. They're easy to add into a daily routine and can make a visible difference. If these overlooked leaves can cut sugar this quickly, just wait until you see the next leaf, one with a reputation as a healer across Asia, now backed by modern science. Number 6. Bay leaves. For most people, bay leaves are nothing more than a seasoning tossed into soups and stews. But behind their subtle aroma lies a surprising power against diabetes and cholesterol. These simple kitchen leaves contain compounds like cineol and eugenol, along with powerful antioxidants that help regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. For seniors over 60, that means steadier energy, less belly fat accumulation, and protection for blood vessels that are already under strain. Research backs this up. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition tested diabetic patients who consumed bay leaf powder daily for 30 days. Their fasting blood sugar dropped by an average of 21%, and their LDL cholesterol, the dangerous kind, fell by nearly 24%. That kind of improvement from a common cooking spice shows just how underestimated bay leaves really are. Gerald, 73, from Ohio, used to joke that bay leaves were just decoration in his wife's stew. After his blood sugar started creeping higher, his daughter suggested brewing bay leaf tea, an old family tradition. Within a few months of adding it to his evenings, he noticed fewer dizzy spells after meals and even shed a few pounds around his waist. What he once ignored in the kitchen became part of his daily defense against diabetes. The secret of bay leaves is twofold. First, they contain polyphenols that slow the breakdown of starch into glucose, keeping post-meal spikes under control. Second, they reduce oxidative stress, which damages the pancreas and weakens insulin production. For seniors, this means bay leaves work not only on blood sugar today, but also help protect the very organ that controls it for the future. Bay leaves can be used fresh or dried in cooking, or simmered into a mild tea. They may not be flashy, but they're quietly powerful. And if a simple cooking leaf can lower sugar and cholesterol this effectively, the next one will surprise you even more. It's long been called the miracle leaf in Asia, and science is finally proving why. Before we go further, hit like and subscribe with the bell on, because what's coming next could save your health. Number 5. Neem leaves. For centuries, neem leaves have been called the miracle leaf in Asia, used in traditional medicine for everything from skin infections to fevers. But modern research shows their most powerful effect may be against diabetes and belly fat. Neem is packed with compounds like flavonoids, triterpenoids, and glycosides that act directly on blood sugar control. For seniors, that means a natural way to help lower glucose levels and reduce the strain diabetes places on the kidneys, heart, and nerves. A study published in the Indian Journal of Physiology and Pharmacology tested neem leaf extract in diabetic patients. Within just 2 weeks, fasting blood sugar dropped by 18%, and after 6 weeks, cholesterol levels improved significantly as well. Researchers noted that neem not only reduced blood sugar, but also protected pancreatic cells, the very cells that produce insulin from damage. That protection is vital for seniors, since once pancreatic cells are gone, they don't regenerate easily. I recall one short story about Hassan, 70, from Egypt. He grew up seeing neem trees everywhere, but never paid attention. After his diagnosis, his brother reminded him of the old neem teas their grandmother used to make. He started drinking it twice a week, and within months, his doctor was surprised at how stable his numbers became. Hassan laughed, saying his grandmother knew the science long before doctors did. Neem works in several ways. It slows the absorption of sugar in the gut, reduces inflammation that damages insulin receptors, and helps detoxify the liver, which plays a key role in fat storage and metabolism. For seniors struggling with stubborn belly fat, this means neem can help redirect the body away from storing dangerous visceral fat around the organs. The leaves can be steeped in hot water for a bitter but effective tea, or dried and powdered into capsules. The taste isn't pleasant, but the benefits are undeniable. Neem leaves may not be easy on the tongue, but they're one of the toughest allies against diabetes and cholesterol. And if neem can do this much, the next leaf on our list is even more impressive. Long praised for healing wounds, now proven to heal sugar-damaged blood vessels from the inside out. Number 4. Banana leaves. In Southeast Asia, banana leaves have been used for centuries as a natural remedy for high blood sugar. Today, science is catching up, and the results are nothing short of astonishing. Banana leaves are rich in corosolic acid, a compound sometimes called plant insulin because of the way it helps cells absorb glucose more efficiently. For seniors over 60, this means less sugar floating in the bloodstream, fewer energy crashes, and a lower risk of long-term complications like kidney damage or nerve pain. A 2012 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that people who took banana leaf extract saw their blood sugar drop by an average of 30% within just 2 weeks. That kind of result rivals the effect of some prescription medications. Researchers also reported improvements in lipid levels, including reductions in LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, the dangerous fats that feed belly weight and clog arteries. Rosa, 69, from the Philippines, grew up seeing banana trees in her neighborhood, but never thought much of them. When her blood sugar began climbing in her 60s, her niece suggested banana tea. Within a few months, Rosa noticed she no longer felt dizzy after meals, and her doctor was impressed at her improved cholesterol levels. What was once just a common tree became her daily lifeline. The power of banana doesn't stop with sugar control. Its antioxidants reduce oxidative stress, protecting the delicate lining of blood vessels. This is critical for seniors since high sugar and high cholesterol together scar arteries, raising heart attack and stroke risk. By calming inflammation and lowering fat buildup, banana leaves help restore circulation and ease the pressure on the heart. Banana can be taken as tea, capsules, or extracts. Its mild, earthy flavor makes it easy to incorporate into a daily routine. For seniors seeking a natural ally, banana leaves stand out as one of the most effective. And if banana leaves can mimic insulin, the next leaf on our list takes it a step further, tackling blood sugar while also repairing the liver, the very organ that controls fat storage and detox. Number 3. Moringa leaves. Moringa leaves are often called the drumstick tree in Asia and Africa, but they deserve another name, the diabetes destroyer. These bright green leaves are packed with vitamins, minerals, and special plant compounds called isocyanates that directly target blood sugar regulation. For seniors over 60, moringa doesn't just lower glucose levels. It helps fight the dangerous cycle of inflammation, high cholesterol, and belly fat that makes diabetes so destructive. In 2014, a study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that women who added just 7 grams of moringa leaf powder to their daily diet saw fasting blood sugar drop by 13.5% within 6 weeks. Another clinical trial showed that moringa not only reduced sugar but also improved cholesterol profiles, lowering LDL and boosting HDL, the good cholesterol that protects the heart. Samuel, 72, from Kenya, grew up with moringa trees in his village, but never thought of them as medicine. When his blood sugar began to climb, his son encouraged him to go back to his roots. He started drinking moringa leaf tea in the mornings. Within months, Samuel noticed his belly shrinking, his energy improving, and his doctor saying his sugar levels were finally under control. The reason moringa works so well is its multi-target approach. It slows down the release of sugar from food, improves how cells respond to insulin, and reduces inflammation that blocks blood flow. At the same time, its high calcium and potassium support bone strength and healthy blood pressure, both of which seniors desperately need. Unlike some remedies that only treat one piece of the problem, moringa attacks diabetes on all sides: sugar, cholesterol, and fat storage. The leaves can be eaten fresh in salads, dried into tea, or powdered and sprinkled over meals. They have a slightly earthy taste, but the benefits are undeniable. For seniors struggling with stubborn belly fat and unstable sugar, moringa is a true powerhouse. And as powerful as moringa is, the next leaf on our list climbs even higher, praised for centuries, and now proven to heal sugar-damaged blood vessels from the inside out. Number 2. Insulin plant leaves, Costus ignis. The name says it all. Insulin plant leaves have earned their reputation as one of nature's strongest allies against diabetes. Native to India, these bright green leaves contain bioactive compounds that mimic the action of insulin itself. For seniors, that means sugar in the blood can finally move into the cells, where it belongs, instead of floating around and damaging organs. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research tested diabetic patients who consumed one insulin plant leaf daily for 60 days. The results were remarkable. Fasting blood sugar dropped by nearly 50%, and post-meal sugar levels fell dramatically as well. Researchers even noted improvements in cholesterol levels, with LDL decreasing and HDL, the good cholesterol, rising. That's a transformation no senior can afford to ignore. Harold, 70, from Bangalore, was introduced to the insulin plant by a neighbor who grew it in her garden. Skeptical at first, he began chewing one leaf each morning. Within a few months, his glucose readings stabilized so well that his doctor reduced his medication dosage. Harold said it felt like he had discovered medicine growing right outside his door. The secret lies in compounds like corosolic acid and flavonoids, which enhance glucose uptake by cells and slow sugar absorption in the gut. For seniors, this means fewer dangerous sugar spikes, less belly fat, and a reduced risk of long-term damage to the kidneys, eyes, and nerves. Unlike quick fixes, insulin plant leaves work gently but consistently, retraining the body's system to manage sugar more effectively. The leaves can be chewed raw, brewed into tea, or taken as powdered supplements. Their taste is slightly bitter, but the payoff is worth it. For seniors struggling with uncontrolled sugar and cholesterol, insulin plant leaves can be life-changing. And if number 2 can deliver results this dramatic, just wait until we reveal number 1. The most extraordinary leaf of all, proven in studies to rival prescription drugs in its power to destroy diabetes. Number 1. Guava leaves. At the very top of the list sits a leaf you've probably walked past 100 times without realizing its power: guava leaves. While the fruit is well known, the leaves are packed with compounds that directly attack diabetes, cholesterol, and belly fat all at once. Rich in quercetin, tannins, and flavonoids, guava leaves slow the absorption of sugar in the gut, improve insulin sensitivity, and protect blood vessels from damage. For seniors, that means steadier blood sugar, less fat storage around the belly, and stronger circulation. A groundbreaking study published in Nutrition and Metabolism found that drinking guava leaf tea with meals reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 27% in diabetic patients. Another trial reported improvements in total cholesterol and triglycerides, dropping them by as much as 23%. Those numbers are powerful enough to rival certain prescription drugs, yet guava leaves grow freely in nature, often overlooked. Dolores, 73, from Florida, started brewing guava leaf tea after her granddaughter suggested it. Within weeks, her afternoon sugar crashes stopped. Over time, her doctor noted better cholesterol readings, and she even lost inches off her waistline. Dolores said she felt like she had found a secret weapon hiding in her backyard. The magic of guava leaves is how they work on multiple fronts. They block enzymes that turn carbohydrates into sugar, preventing dangerous spikes. They reduce oxidative stress, which protects the pancreas and arteries, and they help the liver metabolize fat more efficiently, shrinking belly fat that suffocates organs and drives inflammation. For seniors, this triple action means protection not just from diabetes, but also from the heart disease and kidney damage that so often follow. Guava leaves can be dried and brewed into tea or taken as extracts in capsules. The flavor is mild, earthy, and easy to drink daily. More importantly, the benefits are profound. Guava leaves aren't just another natural remedy. They are nature's strongest defense against diabetes. So, there you have it. 8 miracle leaves that science is finally proving can help you fight back against diabetes, lower bad cholesterol, and melt stubborn belly fat. From the gentle nudge of curry leaves to the powerful punch of guava leaves, each one is a reminder that nature has been offering solutions long before pharmacies existed. Seniors over 60 are especially vulnerable to the traps of sugar, cholesterol, and belly fat, but these leaves show there is still a way to take control without waiting for another prescription or another painful diagnosis. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these leaves surprised you the most, and which one are you willing to try first? Drop your answer in the comments below. We're reading and replying, because your story could be the inspiration that helps another senior take action today. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member who's struggling, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss the health tips that could change your future. Remember, every choice you make is either feeding disease or fighting it. The leaves are here. The science is clear. The next move is yours. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.